Hello, yes. Welcome to Angular 8 tutorial, and today we are at session 16, which is about building a custom directive. So guys, in our last session we have discussed what is attribute directives and all about. Now we are going to discuss custom directive on attribute. Okay, so I would suggest please go through my session 15, which is my previous tutorial, before jumping into this tutorial, because this is something you can consider as continuous to my previous tutorial. Okay, so let's start with. Okay, so attribute directives, as I told in our last sessions, and we have discussed in details, it is like something listens and modifies the behavior of an HTML element. Okay, and properties, attributes, and components as well. Okay, so it changes the behavior based on the property or the characteristics you are going to assign to that particular HTML element. Okay, so now building a custom directive. Okay, the first thing is like an attribute directive minimal requires one class which is going to declare or decorate with a keyword called at directive. Okay, so guys, we are just going to see right now by which specifies a selector to be used with element to change its behavior. So at this point, if you're not going to understand, that's fine. No, it's just I am just going to show right away. Okay, and in this tutorial we will be creating a directive which will highlight and bold the text on a HTML element. Let's suppose we will have a paragraph, we will have a div. Whenever we are just going to mention or going to decorate with our custom attribute directive, that means the background will be something highlighted and with bold font. Okay, so that is something we are going to create, right? Like ng class and all we have, and same thing we are just going to create. It will be more clearer. So no, it's just we are just one step away to do the practical things right now. Okay, so as you know, like we have a lot of CLI commands provided by Angular to make the job easier, and to create the same using the Angular CLI, either you can go for the full form or the full format of the command ng generate directive element highlighter, or nggd is the short form of that command. Element highlighter, element highlighter is nothing but it is my directive class. I'm just going to mention here. Okay, nothing else. Okay, so let's start with. Okay, so we have one app.component.html with simple id, and okay, so as I told, like we have to run a CLI command like this. So nggd, so here what I'm doing, like ngg for general, d for directive, and directives is nothing but it is something. If I'm writing in this form, as you know guys, I have already discussed, I'm going to create a folder called directives. Within that, one more folder called attribute, and within that my class or my controller to be created by name element highlighter. So let's just hit enter and just see what is happening in the background. Okay, so it's all done. Okay, now if you can see, like there is one directive folder, and within that attribute, right? So this is one folder guys, and within that we have our element highlighted directive.ts. So we need to little bit focus on this, what it is all about. But before that, I just want to do something of my own. Okay, so here element highlighter, I just make the h is capital, just for look and feel, nothing else guys. Yeah, so okay, so this is one important, as I told, right? So directive is nothing but it will come up with one decorator called directive to a class or controller, we can say, which will make this class to behave as a directive by using this selector. Okay, how it is going to be behave as selector, so we are just going to get right away the example. Okay, and as you know, like whenever I'm just creating, it is simply directive is the namespace, so it is imported from Angular core library, and using this directive I'm just declaring the director, decorator, and decorator has one mandatory property, it's called your selector, and selector can be any name, but okay, let's go with this default naming convention. If element highlighter. Okay, so the default some of we just saw in our previous example, like ng class and ng model and all, it is all relative guys, and it is abbreviated by ng, or it started with ng, right? So but here we are going with f. So this is the default naming convention which is provided by Angular team. So let's go with this one only. Okay, and I just want to highlight one more thing. Okay, when we just added one class, where does the second entry takes place? Okay, the second entry, any guesses guys? Yeah, if you are, some of you are thinking like, okay, maybe it's app.model.ts. You are right, exactly. So the second entry, it takes place in app.model.ts, because we are going to introduce any module and any something which is new to the project. Definitely it is going to be the part of app model. Okay, why this? See here, you can see we have one entry. I just changed in number, so this is something I have to do here also. Yeah, so save it. So we are just importing this one from our directory location. Again, I am just registering within this ng module declare section, so that it will be available throughout the application guys. So that's the purpose of having in app.module.ts, nothing else. Okay, but before jumping into that, I just want to do, so what is my purpose of creating this directive is all about guys. As I told, I just want to create my own directive, and I'm gonna to use the selector for those element. I just want to make a background with some color and with bold font. Okay, for that we guys, we need to import one more uh, namespace as well, called ElementRef. Okay, this is one more namespace we are having, ElementRef. What it does, it provides one constructor basically, and the constructor to be part of this controller. Why? Because this is something, let me create and we'll discuss. Okay, so element reference, so I will give the name as er. Yeah, so er colon of type element, uh sorry, typo. Yeah, so that's it. And here I am to do some magic. Okay, so this element reference is nothing but it collects all the DOM objects, and using that it it provides the access to the DOM objects which is going to host this directive. I mean to say, like, I will show you this right app. Okay, so simply it grants the permission to all the document elements and its properties using one property of this class library has so-called native element. I am just going to show you. Okay, so let's start with, so like er dot native element, and here, okay, the intelligence won't work, but I just want to access a native element. Means which native element? Means native element is something where I just want to host this directive exactly. So I will show you right away. Just allow me to just write the complete code. So style, and what we can go with the background. Yep. So background color maybe. Yep, and you can have yellow, and that's it guys. Yeah, quickly I just want to create the same. Okay, just in interest of time, I have already typed and copied it from here. So okay, sorry, it should be small as. Yeah, so yeah, style, then font weight, I want to do it bold. So what it does, like this native element, okay, let me explain with an example. So we have app component.html, right? We have a div, and I just want to get one more div over here. So again, interest of time, I will type something here. You can see there is a div, and within div I just have one context. This tutorial allows custom directives. Okay, so when this application will run, I want a yellow background within this div as highlighted with bold font. Okay, so that's why here you can see, right, I am just mentioning one directive, or mentioning as a attribute directive, because This is something used as a attribute to this element div. Okay, so here you can see app element highlighted, it's being used. That means I just want to say native element is something this div, okay, and it will try to access all the properties it has. It grants the permission to that particular DOM element which holds. So don't worry guys, I have given all the details to my blog for this tutorial. I just want to highlight at the end of the slide. So there you can find all the notes for your references. Okay, so that's it. So let's just run the application and see how it is gonna to work, right? These are okay. So it started compiling, and we should be good to go with right now. Yep. So it started compiling, and yeah, this is done. Okay, so it's compiled successfully without any single error. So let's start our browser and just test the output. Yeah, so as you know, like it is going to be hosted with this default port number 4200, and as our application is running here, you can see okay, this tutorial allows custom directory. I'm getting this div, but it is not getting with the color. So I think we have some problem. Let's dig into. Okay, so what it does, constructor is coming with ER native element style background color. Yeah, yeah, we got the problem. Yeah, you can see there is something typo here. Here h is small, and you can see here has its caps. Okay, that should be the reason, I guess, hopefully. So let's make it capital and just save it and just go to the browser and see. Yep, so this is good guys. Here you can see, right, this tutorial allows custom directive and local host 4000. So let's quickly, let's create one p tag. Okay, and okay, so this is sk.net tutorial. Okay, let's watch, and I'm just giving any, any text over here, and just put one break row. Yeah, so you'll get line break over here, and if you'll see now, this is simply a text, and whenever just going to apply here, you will get the implicit says f uh, element highlighter. uh, okay, no problem, just copy it. There is some problem, I guess. I need to restart the thing, so it should get, or maybe it is in, yeah. Okay, so once I will restart the code, it will start giving me the intelligence, by the way. So here you can see, like, I'm just giving the same thing by applying simple one attribute. So by using this, you can go ahead and you can make use of your own attribute for your based on your project demand and your choice. Yeah, so the second thing is like the applying the derivative to element. We just saw, like, to apply the derivative we have created an element, so like that element highlighted, and we have to make uses like this, and this should be your output. Okay, so thank you guys, thanks for watching this video session. I would say please do subscribe to my channel and just click on the bell icon to get notified whenever there is a post, so that you are not going to miss any post from my end, right? Okay, and you can visit to my blog haskan.edu.blogspot.com for all tutorials text version, and for to get the text version of this particular video tutorial, you can visit to this URL. Okay, so thank you guys, thanks once again for watching my video session, and I'm just tuning with my next video session soon. Till then, keep smiling, keep sharing your knowledge with others, and keep learning, because learning never has an end. Thank you.